Next, we discuss the GAAP in details. What is meant by GAAP? Generally accepted accounting principles are called the GAAP. It includes accounting conventions, rules, procedure and accounting standards, accepted accounting practice both promulgated and non-promulgated. GAAP are those principles which have substantial authoritative support. Thus, GAAP refers to the rules or guidelines adopted for recording, reporting the business transaction in order to bring the uniformity in the preparation and presentation of financial statement. There are certain basic accounting concepts are there. Accounting entity concept, money measurement concept, going concern concept, accounting period concept, historical cost concept, dual accept concept, revenue recognition and realization concept, matching concept. There are certain accounting conventions are there. Conservatism, consistency, materiality, disclosures are the major accounting conventions. Next one, accounting standard. Accounting standards are written documents, policies issued by the expert accounting body or government or other regulatory body conveying the accept of recognition, measurement, treatment, presentation and disclosure of accounting transaction in the financial statement. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India issuing the accounting standards in India. The subsection 3A, section 201 of the Companies Act 1956 require that every profit and loss account and the balance sheet shall comply with accounting standards. Thus, accounting standards means the standard accounting recommended by the ICAI and prescribed by the central government in consultation with the National Advisory Committee in Accounting Standards constituted under Section 210A subsection 1 of the Companies Act 1956. The accounting standards which involve AS1 disclosure of the accounting policy, AS2 valuation of inventories, AS3 cash flow statement and AS4 contingencies and event occurring after a balance sheet date, AS5 net profit loss for the period, prior period, items and change in the accounting policies. And next one is AS6 the depreciation accounting, AS7 construction of contract, AS8 is concerned with withdrawn, AS9 revenue recognition, AS10 the accounting for fixed asset, AS11 the effects of change in the foreign exchange rates. And accounting standard 12 is concerned with accounting for government grants and AS3 is accounting for investment. AS14 for accounting for amalgamation, AS15 for accounting for retirement benefits in financial statement of the employees. AS16 is concerned with borrowing cost, AS17 segment reporting, AS18 related party disclosure, AS19 is concerned with lease. And accounting standard 20 is concerned with earning price per share EPS and AS21 consolidated financial statement, AS22 accounting for tax on income, AS23 accounting for investment in associate consolidated financial statement, AS24 is concerned with discontinuing the operation, AS25 is concerned with inter-firm financial reporting, and AS26 intangible asset, AS27 financial reporting of interest in joint venture, AS28 impairment of assets, AS29 provisions, contingent liabilities and the contingent asset. There are certain international accounting standards. What is meant by international accounting standards? The International Accounting Standard Board IASB issues the International Accounting Standards. International Accounting Standards Committee, the London-based group responsible for developing the IAS, has been in existence for over 20 years. The IASC comprises the professional accountancy bodies over 75 countries, including the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. IASB so far has issued 41 IAS and 6 IFRS International Financial Reporting Standards. What are the IFRS include? First IFRS, first time adoption of IFRS, and IFRS 2 deals with shares-based payments. IFRS 3 deals with business combination. IFRS 4 deals with the insurance contract. IFRS 5 deals with non-current assets held for the sales and discontinued operation. IFRS 6 deals with the exploration for and evaluation of mineral resources. There are certain rules for the double entry principle. Debit and credit rule. Credit represents the source of financing. Debit represents the use of financing. As we all know that how we calculate asset is equal to liabilities plus capital. There are certain rules for the debit and credit. What are the things we debited? Increase in asset, decrease in liability, decrease in equity, expense and loss are we debited. And what are the things to be credited here? Decrease in asset, increase in liability, increase in equity, income and gains are credited.